Hi, my name is Kristen. Stigma has affected my life in many ways. In many ways, that has been affecting my mental health because people don't believe me or they don't trust me, stuff like that.
Hello, I'm T. Stigma has affected me in many different ways throughout the years I was in public school systems. I was always ridiculed for my mental health by the children there, and I was always bullied verbally and physically, and even led to self-destructive behaviors. Stigma has affected me with the labels. I was very closed-minded on alternative school programs, but I actually overcame it, the stigma and the hatred.
Hi, I'm Dee. I have fought with many struggles that I have overcome through my teen years and throughout my adulthood. Stigma has affected my life in many ways. I didn't think I'd ever love myself and learn to accept myself and my diagnosis. I thought that it would take over and overcome me.
Stigma has affected me in many ways. It has hindered my abilities and strength in seeking help, limited my trust in what I choose to disclose in my treatment, and also caused me to enter the field as a career choice, so I can ensure stigma doesn't continue. I chose to make my story public. As a result, it has hindered me at times with finding a job, and that's all because of the stigma that has plagued the field of social work for so long. But my story is also a strength. It has given hope to so many people. Additionally, there is a lack of understanding around cross-systems disabilities, such as people who have both a developmental disability as well as mental health disability. Stigma has caused us as a society to stagnate our ability to grow as a community.
One of the primary ways stigma has affected my life is people assuming that they know me simply because they know somebody else with the same mental illness, when even within the same diagnosis, there's a lot of variation.
Mental illness is not easy to deal with, and the stigma surrounding mental illness doesn't make it any easier. The stigma surrounding depression is that you're just a little sad. It'll blow over. You're a crazy one. And that's how I actually thought. That made me hide how I felt. It made me tell my family, my friends, and my peers that I was okay, because I didn't want to be labeled as such.
If there's one thing that I want people to know about living with mental health, is that it isn't always the same for one person as it is for everybody else. It's like, if I struggle with depression and I cry a lot, there might be somebody else out there who doesn't cry a lot and just internalize it all. It's not always the same for everybody else.
Keep your eyes open to treatment, even if it's scary or stigmatized. Because if I didn't keep my eyes open in therapy and the care I was receiving, I probably wouldn't have gotten better. Stay strong, everyone. It really means a lot to me for you to do so, because I succeeded and I could see you guys do it as well.
I wish people knew what it is like to fight your battles on a daily and feel like you can't do it, like giving up. And I have learned that in my life that sometimes life throws things at you, and you will feel like giving up. But keep telling yourself that you can do it. Don't give up, because tomorrow might bring you something beautiful, something worth living for. You just got to keep moving forward and believe in yourself.
One thing I wish people knew about mental illness is that you are no different than I am. And we are a neurodiverse society. Everyone perceives mental health differently. We all have emotions, and we should embrace those emotions instead of shaming them. The peer support model has been around for a very, very long time. Just look at friends going out and meeting up after work. That's peer support. That's mental health treatment. We just don't realize it because we don't call it mental health treatment.
One of the things that I wish people knew about mental illness is that I don't choose this. I see what mental illness has done to my life, and yet I still can't completely change it. I can work to use skills and I can work to make things better, but at the end of the day I still have this mental illness that affects my life, and I'm not oblivious to the ways that it has changed me and the way that it has affected my life.